down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Dolphins at 9-6 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Up the middle, Achane. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2nd down and 4. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chain.
And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got the punt team getting loose on the sideline. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A give, running right, Achane. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Now a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So remember now, this was all set up by the has great field position, and then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Okay, ready?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First down, Los Angeles.
Crack all 80.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Hey, check that. Street.
Going right back to Akers. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Ready, check. Go check.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Rams.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in. And
they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Left thing, 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. Solo left Zion.
Tua now on 1st down. Open man is Waddle, complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second and a couple. Again, it's Achane.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane,
44 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane,
74 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Hurry, 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 hurry. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Ready?
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. They're going to look to throw.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
18 Cardinals.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
He's got a man complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Broncos.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Running left, Achane. And he's got it down to the 28. And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
And so they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Running right, here's Achane. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 22-yard line.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 22 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
And off to Achane to begin the drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
247 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And they'll give this to Achane.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane,
53 yards.
And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Now a give. Akers running left. Still going inside the 20.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score. And
this is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration and body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.